Hello, my lovely snowflakes. I didn't write much, as you can tell. I can have the writing here. Anyways, I'm gonna FNAF my words because it's just me. Because the way it starts is not really supposed to be how I imagined it, and it doesn't tell my full, honest story. But it is kind of dark, and so trigger warnings and stuff like that. Since this is premiering, I understand if you don't stay for the whole video. But if you do, grab a snack, grab water if you want to stay for the whole video. It's probably not going to be more than 10 minutes long, knowing me. It's also very short and very vague, unless I make it longer, because like I said, I'm going to FNAF the words. So let's get on into the video. Alright. There was once a broken girl that has lived in darkness, trying to find the light. The light was my friends that I lived right next door to until I moved away. And we still hung out as best as possible. I created my first character, my very, very first character, on one of those birthdays when my grandma told me I couldn't go to my friend's house. My grandma told me they couldn't come there, so I went there to see my friends. And we had so much fun and did an amazing short movie. And there was my doll character. They called me Becca because, that was a short version of my name. But her real name is, well, I don't really need to get into explaining. I did want to make this short. Anyways, until that light faded away, my escape was school. I had a friend. My light was lit again, but faded a bit because I couldn't bring her home or go to her house. So at home, my light was Skillet, the music I would listen to. And then after drowning the darkness with the music, I saw a video with a creator named Crazy K, who became my light. And when my darkness left a couple years ago, a couple years went by, watching my favorite creator grow and inspired me to let my freak flag fly. And so I did. I created my, well, kinda very first two characters, even though it was more like my second and third character. And I started, and then I started the book, The Two Face Sisters. And this was in 2024. I wrote it 6 months before 2024 ended. So it took me about 6 months to write my 2 books. So yeah, I started the Face Sisters and I finally published it the next year because I got the courage to. And then I started writing the Tales of Iris and Galexia. And I also published that finally at the end of 2025. And before the end of 2025, I finished my 3rd book. And I am so proud of myself for finishing it before the end of 2025. And I am so happy and so ready to publish it, but my mistakes need to be fixed. But hopefully soon we'll have the book published. And that book is, of course, Fays and Sorcerers at War. I am so excited to publish it. And so this is all thanks to Kay and the friends that made sure I never quit. So thank you all so very much, all my lovely snowflakes, for being with me on this journey. So have fun with future content. And I hope these friends don't mind me mentioning them. But the ones I'm only gonna mention and tag the friends that were with me in the very beginning, and maybe some friends I met along the way. I don't want to put too much, so I'm sorry if I do not put all of you guys. I don't know if even all of you guys watch my content anyways, so I'm gonna mention the ones that usually do, and yeah. So it's all thanks to obviously Kyra Fantasy, Sonora, and Kyra have always, I mean always, made sure I kept going. Every time I wanted to quit, they were like, "Hey, no, you're not gonna quit. You're not." Anyways, and in my darkest times, literally my darkest times, Mackenzie and Kaya was there to help me through my darkest times. And the one that comments on my videos the most, literally the most, I think she's commented 100 and something times, almost 200 times probably by now, which is Blonde Rose. And she's been keeping me going with all those comments. She can't obviously comment on every single video I have, but she tries her best to. And when I ask her, like, I really, like, this one time I asked her, I really, really, really need one of your comments right now, and she did that. She commented on my most recent video. She gave me that comment. She gave me my light bag. So thank you to the ones I mentioned in this video. I love you all so much, and I love the rest of my snowflakes. I don't want to mention all of you guys because that would be like way too much, and I know some people really don't like to be tagged. But yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. So yeah, like I said, this would be very short. I was planning on like 10 minutes or like 11 minutes, almost 12, somewhere around there. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video and me telling you my story. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night, day, afternoon, wherever you are. So I wish you the bestest of luck, and yeah. Okay.